Hello and welcome to another Crosskeys Tournament 2026 run on Zelda Speedruns. For today, we will see Eykir versus NilssonAlex, and on my side is Rick and Ignitus. I'm Rob G, your restreamer and tracker today, and on the other tracking pad is Tomaltash. So, how are you guys?
Hello, and good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning. Whatever part of the world you guys might be in, we're playing Crosskeys again, just regular Crosskeys on a regular Monday.
Yeah, this is absolutely regular. This is base settings. There's no bells and whistles to this one. What can you tell me about these two runners here? I know you know Eykir pretty well.
I know I wouldn't count Eykir out in pretty much any game I could see him play in.
Which is like a 10,000.
That's, you know, if you carry the 1, divide by 0. Oh, wait. And, well, Alex has a feat of his own, is what I've heard you tell me today.
Yeah, Alex was putting it out there that they had made an appearance over at the ESA in Malmo, just around the corner from Alex, and wound up setting a world record in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Congratulations.
Now let's see if one of these two will set a world record on this seed and become the winner, as the meme is. Oh, nice free bombs off the bush crab. We love that.
Eykir opting to go for the full compliments. Alex only going too short. I like the Sanctuary of Lost Woods start.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is when Sanks at Lost Woods and Ganon is here. Thank you for not being here.
That would have been quite the timing for that to wind up happening, but we do have a key of uncertainty.
There are more keys we don't need than we do. But I would not want to find out that that's a key that I do need.
Yeah, you don't want to find out that that is your swamp small.
Oh, Alex is going to save and quit, so we'll probably see him go to the back of escape. Eykir, I think, is going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, find out what your 3 items are real fast. Get at least some insight about this seed. What's going to be back here, Zeruvian?
Probably 10 arrows. How about a glove?
That's not 10 arrows. That's not 10 arrows. And that's not 10 arrows.
That's 3 really nice things to find. The 20 bucks is nice early because you'll eventually need to spend money. And sometimes you need to spend money to make money when you find the arrow game just to get by. We're not playing inverted, but it still helps if it shows up.
Both runners choosing to start it once again at the Sanctuary, so we're going to go ahead and do Kakariko Village. So we're not going to check that home chest for a while.
That's fine, though, because unless it's the boots or the moon pearl or something, there's a lot of things you can just leave in Link's house that you don't really need to worry about.
I like how the first 2.5 minutes of this seed is the two runners doing the same thing, and by seconds, Alex is your winner for getting to Hotel Mario.
When you're playing regular Crosskeys and you have a free glove and you're up here where all these drop-down entrances are, you haven't seen Ganon yet, you could possibly get the well. It's pretty standard routing as long as you're, you know, eventually going to cut down to Kakariko or spawn at Link's house.
So, what do we got over here at the useless fairy entrance?
I'm going to say Uncle is over here. Oh, Eykir just drops it. Oh, it's Ganon! So they're both going to save quit. Well, Eykir's going to save quit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Eykir go back to house at this point.
And Alex is going to go back to the house, but by way of hula handing.
Okay, he's going to have 225 extra rupees in his pocket, give or take 5 rupees. And Eykir's just going to go see, is the well up here? Yeah, no hesitation now, can just drop right in. And then we have 3 item caves, although we can only do stuff with... Well, I mean, we have 4 item caves, we can only do stuff with 3 of them.
Get the well.
Well. And the free money. So I wouldn't say that invalidates the Houlihan from Alex, but it does kind of make it a little bit less beneficial. And so too, not just dropping in here. Oh, we have a desert connector we can just walk through here and figure out where that might take us. And the moon pearl we saw in the well there means we can go somewhere dark world and start exploring without the fear of bunny walking.
Yeah, so Alex is unfortunately going to lose a little time on this just based on the fact they're going to be walking around and likely going to be walking back into this desert. Knowledge is power, and what's the information you can get out of checking a connector?
Sometimes it takes you where you want to be. Sometimes it takes you where you don't want to be.
Sometimes you find a key on the torch.
Sometimes you wish you had boots. Sorry, most times you wish you had boots. Anyway, I don't know if we've seen bombs on a tree pole anyway, but Lynx has spawners in shambles if they go straight up to the well right here, because bombs have not become a free item, so that moon pearl could have stood there for a while. Uh-huh. Main door goes out the upgrade island.
Yeah, so if we find signs amidst that entrance, the Ice Palace entrance is in logic without the flippers. Hi, TR.
Interesting.
Well, we
I mean,
don't care about that medallion needed anymore.
If that glove actually comes to handy here. What's it here?
Figuratively and literally.
Oh, it's Hype Cave. Ooh.
In more ways than one.
I don't know about you, Rick, but I didn't see any hype in there.
I got questionable hype.
That's pretty nice.
It makes you want to say damn.
Can we say damn on this channel? I think so. Damn.
I mean, Zafikil has said worse on this channel.
Rick, Zafikil has said worse on many channels.
Yes.
We're not done finding item caves, apparently. What's in the chicken house? Besides chickens, of course. Nothing. Oh,
another
boy.
connector. Another item.
It's like they used to put on television shows back in the 90s and early 2000s when everything was serialized and was like, the adventure continues next week. Except it continues next entrance in this case.
I'm being warned that Zafikil will be saying worse in 6 hours on this channel.
You know, you say that now, but Zaf is probably already saying worse live in person at work.
You're not wrong.
Eykir did try out for the bomb jump there, and he did not succeed. So we're going to see where the logical endpoint of this connection is. And how much money do you want to bet it's in Kakariko? It's not. It's just on the other side of the mountain.
Wish you had a mirror right now.
You know, it might be right here for all we know. It's not.
I mean, that would have been spectacular if K45 spawned it right here in front of us.
See if Alex wants this bomb jump or not. I mean, we did have the moon pearl, so the only way this would suck for our runners is if they end up one-wayed out like King's Tomb or something. Peg Cave, Graveyard Ledge. It's not really one way, but ooh, this is an interesting spot to be in. East Ark World. Chet is asking if it's possible to have a vanilla connection. Absolutely. It's also possible to have a connection that's really literally next door to itself, which I have seen, and it has caused quite a bit of laughter. When one runner walks out the door and discovers the other side, and the other runner walks in the door and pops out the other door.
Alex is making a investment in this seed.
He's paying your favorite member in chat. Now 556. Is pod vanilla? No.
I like how both runners have decided to use the fairy fountain. Obviously, you don't want to take a death where you are.
Yeah, and in both cases, they're at 1.5 hearts in an area where they were with an enemy that does 2 hearts of damage. The crabs here in the light world, the Ropa's there in the dark world. And that's not accounting for the fact that the Dactos, the Snapdragons, the Hinox, they can all one-shot Link at this point without an armor upgrade or another heart. Case in point, as Eykir gets pinched and loses 2 hearts there. And we're going to see what a tree pull is for tier 2. It's just bombs.
There's
cool.
your bombs.
And now out of danger. See if Alex finds anything over here. This is a sequence break on Alex's side, having bomb jump spec rock.
So far, 2 fairy fountains is our gain.
There's plenty of other things he can do here, though. He could fake Flipper to Dark Shopping Mall, which, you know, that's a choice you can make, but I would consider not doing it even though you have a glove. You can go up to Catfish and get a free check there, get that out of the way. Our first bottle was somehow not filled with liquid, despite being flooded. And we're going to leave it that way.
So we found the front section of TR.
Yeah, we have the wrong colored cane, though.
How about we find the right color cane?
If this pyramid has a cane on it, I might swallow my coffee spoon.
I cannot provide Heimlich maneuver across the internet cord.
It's okay, it's just vanilla anyway. And Eykir finds a dark cave, but it's not the rescue cave, so he nopes right out of it. See if Alex favors information or not here. We do have a cane of Burna if we need to use it. We don't have a lot of magic to use it. And these mini Moldorms are playing really not nice to Eykir.
I would really consider using that V that we have in the bottle.
Yeah, that's a good point, because that is a V bottle we got from... Oh my gosh! Out for blood!
Wow!
Okay. Just throw the bomb out the door. That's a good way to get rid of that one. And we're safe. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh, the mitts! We have Dark World access. And we know where Desert is. And we have another entrance we can check here, too, because we have that book.
Yes, we do. That was very, very tight there for Eykir, but we got through it.
There was multiple flashes of different points of your life in front of your eyes there.
Like 16 of them. Especially when that Moldor was coming toward you. That's a lamp!
That's a lamp! What is Catfish doing with a lamp? He can see underwater. Oh, Alice is going to walk this out to Dark Shopping Mall. Okay, I'm pensive about it, but I like the information grab while we're up here. Oh, and it's Tower of Hera. Eykir's got a little bit of a bomb issue, so we're not going to be able to use that cane of Burna again. We'll just have to drop one bomb here and then move on.
Alex is on 1-hit knockout now, down to 1 heart.
Alright, so even if he hits this ramp, he needs to not get harassed by one of these zeros here. Oh my gosh. He
Use your
gets the
burn
burn
off,
off. Yep. I wouldn't say it's too dangerous. I would say it is the right amount of dangerous. Yes, we have Kena Burna, so there was a world in which the hitbox that we would have dropped on would have killed us before we touched it. Oh, we have Ice Palace down there. That's potentially important.
And we're finally going to get to Kakariko
Oh, no.
Village.
Well, we find Eastern Palace, and we decide we are not interested. Rightfully so.
Shades of the Zelda DP.
So the biggest thing Alex got over there, besides, Ganon's Tower Small, because that's not nothing, is the knowledge of where Ice Palace is, should it become a dungeon we need to clear. And also the lamp, so he can see in the dark. But Eykir has Mitts and a Moon Pearl, so he'll be able to go both worlds pretty easily here after he runs through these Kakariko entrances. Let's see if Alex wants a taste of Eastern.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
no. You juked me twice, Alex!
You could see the inner struggle that was going on right there.
He looks like he was trying to ward off heartburn the moment he stepped into Eastern Palace.
I mean, can you blame him? Paradox bottom and no mirror to beat it.
For me, the heartburn will be walking into Eastern Palace with no means to do anything. Like getting everything that you don't need and then... Are we talking about Dr. Bob? Is Dr. Bob still around? I haven't seen him in a hot minute. I think life got to him, maybe.
Yeah, life gets in the way.
Life finds a way to get in the way. Dr. Bobtastic is fantastic, if you ever get a chance to meet him at your local GDQ or otherwise.
Agreed.
Yeah, Vanilla Bat, Eykir's going to go back in and pick up his heart, which is very smart.
Yeah, it's 6 hearts. You want that.
Yeah, there is a point where I stop thinking about picking up HP until I see a mirror, and that point is about here. Because this is what you'll have if you're playing like ludicrous speed or something to start out with. And you're never going to get more or less HP than this. Man, we have 3 Boots Lock keys, Rick.
Can we make it 4?
Don't say that. Now we're going to see a big key on the Ganon's Tower torch, and you know how much people love those.
As much as they love pet seeds.
Don't you start. You're good. You'll start a howl.
It's too late. This chat was already howling at 4:01 p.m. Eastern Time.
The Smiths are in a pretty friendly spot there at the Sick Kid house. Or the Chicken house, rather. Excuse me. Don't... Okay. Can we mute Tummeltalk? Because every time I've been in a race comm, he's had something to say about something being on PED.
There's the old man drop down.
You mind your buttons, Tummeltalk. Alright, we're going to find the actual mountain here, and it's not in logic yet to get up here, because we have no idea what we're supposed to do to get over to Catfish. For all we know, we've got a flute somewhere.
For all we know, we can find a hammer somewhere.
Would that mean it's hammer time?
I mean, that's what the meme is.
Maybe it's in that chest. That big chest.
The pod big chest?
Yeah,
as
you know,
in
the vanilla one. Why not?
I mean, that's
Also,
already happened once before in this tournament, I think.
Can we just say, for the record, that the hammer in pod meme needs to die, please? I'm so tired of finding my hammer like 4 or 6 key locked in pod.
I mean, I would love that.
It's the kind of thing that makes you throw your arms up and go, what the heck is my logic supposed to be?
Exactly.
Oh, we got hit through the door. That's one way you can set up, like, the rarely seen 0 HP revive. getting hit through the door. You can bunny clear swamp if you have flippers and all the goodies in that case, but like you're setting up to death warp because we found the back of Skullwoods, but with no means to clear Skullwoods. There's a pod key. There's a sword that's kind of being dangled in front of us like a carrot, but we can't get it.
Yeah, but it's not the carrot sword right now.
It's a butter knife, but we can't get it anyway because it's on the race game and we don't know how. Maybe this will take us right to our sword. Alex thinking about it. It's a two-way unless you get one-wayed. Now he's got that excited look on his face like, oh, this could go anywhere. You know, Rick, I think the number 7 is a good defensive item.
Yeah, the number 7 works.
Oh, no!
In many cases, but not in this case.
That's the one situation where you wish you had a hammer.
The only situation?
Oh, no. Rick finding yet another connection point. And Thieves Town up here. Which is nice, because we can actually find a couple things to do.
Well, we can do Magic Bat once we find a hammer.
Or a mirror at this point, actually. Alex going to come back up here. I don't know why he didn't just go drop right back through Fairy Ascent and just walk up here. I like what Eykir's doing to take damage on his way to what's assuredly a death warp, but I don't like putting yourself in risk of getting whacked before you get to your last chest.
Yeah, I've done this before in the past. And then I set myself up to lose a whole bunch of time because something hits me between point A and point B. And, okay, never mind. We now need to find out either that flute or, well, no, that flute.
Specifically that flute or a connector up here. And it's interesting because the flippers, we don't know if they're required or not yet. But they could be if you have a crystal and swamp, and at the moment we don't know any of our prizes. That's the other thing that Alex and Eykir both found the dam, right?
Yes.
Alex is in trouble. He's in trouble with half a heart and no magic, and he gets to the lazy kid with no bottle. That's okay, it was 3 bombs anyway.
Yeah, but it means Alex will be prone to return to this soonish.
I think Alex might be the one to show us where the spawn point is for Mountain Cave if he doesn't get out of here unscathed.
Oh, tackled.
Oh, it's just... You hate to see it, but now, here comes new information.
All right, well...
Oh, that is wonderful, game. Thank you very much.
Sure.
And there's the chests in Super Bunny Cave, not so super.
Were you expecting it to be?
Oh no! Getting pushed out of the peg cave now at the back of Mountain Spawn.
Alright,
well,
so...
I think Alex is going to follow in the footsteps of what Eykir did and get his mitts, because I don't think he really has that many other things he can do short of going over to Eastern. Well, that means Alex does not have these flippers either, because those were in the Thieves Town up on the mountain.
Yeah, and that's where that death's going to be very, very unfortunate for Alex.
I mean, that really kind of depends, doesn't it? We already know a couple of the entrances that are flipper locked to begin with, that you don't need the flippers to get to necessarily, and that Ice Palace and the dam. We already know what's at the Upgrade Island. So the biggest thing I think you lose out here is probably the Zora Ledge.
Well, it's more also the fact that Alex couldn't get to the rest of this mountain, and as a result doesn't know that Skullwood's back north East Town is there.
True, but he'll find a way.
Yeah.
Like, the game will give you away because it has to. Whether that's you get the flute in logic somewhere, or you find a connection to, like, Tower of Hera, or you end up with the mirror since you already know how to get out of TR.
Yeah, but what's this thing called mobility?
It's a thing these runners don't have because they didn't start with anything that allows them to go fast. No mirror scroll, no flute, no boots, no boogie. And
Just
that does mean
base settings.
the odds are even.
I thought the odds were odd.
I don't know, that'd be kind of odd. Alright, he
This
does use the bee
conversation's
in a
odd.
bottle. We're going to see mitts in the hands of NilssonAlex here in just a moment. And also a bunch of sticks for the bow that we don't have.
I mean, we should just fix that by finding a bow.
You know, Rick, I'll get right on that, buddy. Maybe I'll pick up a used bow somewhere. Name drop missing 2 bows? Yes, indeed. Yes, but Silvergun, at least you would have either a sword or boots to make that easier, depending on which flavor of glitch you're playing. Always boots, sometimes a sword. Let's see if there's anything else in the Skullwoods that we need to worry about.
No.
I'd call it no.
Well, we already know what this is going to be.
Is that a small key to this dungeon?
Yes, surprise.
Amazing.
I'm not sure what that pinball action was, but it is a move that was made.
Alright, so we did drop off from up here as our way to enter Dark World this time around, but uh-oh. Yeah, you use your cane at that point. That little ledge there is deceptive when it comes to taking out the Dacto.
Yeah.
Because of layering, you can throw the sign and actually just throw it over him because he's still considered lower than you.
Oh!
Oh, I'd be willing to say that helps Alex a little more than it helps
Hey.
Eykir here.
I think it helps reconnect our logic.
Well, it closes the logic loop on the lamp, in particular. And the mountain.
Well,
you know, same difference.
Yeah, I was going to say, what pieces are we missing?
Exactly. Hey, we're going elsewhere. Where are we going? Let's find out. No, we're good. It's the one must connect that connects to a place in a way that makes you go, oh, well, this is good and useless.
The only thing it does is makes you glad that that's not going to wind up happening with the TR laser bridge.
Oh, ugh, having laser bridge on that entrance so you have to go through middle TR with a minimum of 2 keys just to clear the dungeon? Yeah, that's good. I love that.
Alex isn't liking this room right now.
I'd say it's the other way around. This room doesn't like Alex very much.
Thankfully, the Gibdo wasn't in the way after you got done with that.
Yeah, with no sword, when that Gibdo likes to just kind of walk chaotically to follow Link, and if he gets caught in that doorway, he doesn't move. You don't need the key, Eykir, you've got the key. Village of Outcasts. We've seen it already. We've seen how to get here from the mountain spawn. And we've seen
But that's
how
always
to...
seen.
Yeah, we've seen 2 ways in. They're both blocked by Well, at the time, Alex didn't have the myth, so he didn't come in from Peg Cave. And we also saw that speck rock that dropped us off in the Hammer House.
You know what else we just found?
It doesn't
Oh,
have a
that's
big
not a
gun.
key on the torch. Okay, darn it.
You were hoping for it. You were begging for it. You know what? If we find a key inside of like one of the Bonk Rocks locations later, I'm still gonna glare at you.
Oh, so that's what that cold sound is.
I would have thought it was sizzling. I don't have laser eyes though, so
Well, that's good because we already got enough laser eyes in this game.
the Tali and Chen asked that they're pretty even. Each player has a little modicum of information more than the other. Alex unfortunately dies on the mountain, does not know where the back of Skullwoods or Thieves Town are, so he has no flippers at the moment, as those were in Thieves Town big key chest. Eykir, on the other hand, hasn't done the East Dark World stuff that Alex sequence break by bomb jumping Spectacle Rock. So Alex knows where Ice Palace is, and also has a lamp from Catfish that closes that logic loop that we had for the mountain spawn to begin with. There you go. That's how you take care of the Dacto. This is that moment where you wish you had a mirror. Eykir does not know that this item on Race Game is a sword. And there's Alex's flute. That'll allow him to get back up the mountain and cleaning those up. Although you might wait at this point. Rick, would you consider lamp skippable if you knew it was out there?
If I knew it was out there, I had no idea where the fire rod was, I would grab that lamp because there's a couple of spots in this game that could really punish you if you don't have that fire source.
Yeah, I feel like Rule of Fire is unfortunately a truth that we have come to experience in our current day and age, where that lamp can block both your fire rod and your bombos, and you won't know it until you find the other one behind it.
Gonna head over to Stumpy, and there's Arcana Samaria. All right.
Oh, good. And Alex has knowledge of TR front from that East Dark World too, where Eykir is going to discover that with that cane might be able to get an extra check. Maybe two if we come across a fire rod somewhere. As we welcome in Tracy M with the raid, thank you. You stumbled upon a base Crosskeys race between Eykir and NilssonAlex. And we're still in the early find information part of the seed, which can take quite a while, actually.
When do you feel is the time to move out of the finding out information and start doing things?
It really kind of depends on what you find. Once you find enough to actually warrant starting to go through and clear dungeons, as the saying goes, always be clearing dungeons. Right now, we can't clear any dungeons, so we're having to look and see if we can catch on to some information as to where our dungeons are.
Speaking of this, we found out some very vital information. First of all, access to TR bridge, and now, of course, this as well.
Yep, we have the TR laser bridge on the TR bridge. We can actually do a couple things in here, because Eykir just found that cane on Stumpy. There's your Bombos medallion. There's a welcome armor upgrade, although we'd still like to see a mirror before we find more of those. Eykir with the cane. I'm going to Crystal Roller Room here, buddy. What are you doing?
Probably making sure I can withstand the dark room here.
Man, I'm doing that on one heart.
I can do it in one heart.
All you have to do is hesitate on this fire bar here, and you're fine.
I'll make sure I note that for the next time I have to do this in the dark. I just set myself up to get zapped every single time, and then wonder why I'm dead.
Now hold on, how do you get zapped by fire?
I don't know.
Eykir's going to consider this the end of the... No, he's not. He's going to see what... Okay, which door are we going out? Are we going all the way to Chain Chomp here? Or are we actually going to try to go out that west door with no weapons, really? And you have Burna. So you can take care of the Pokies with Burna pretty handily enough. Oh no, we're just gonna go on and see what the middle of the dungeon has. I don't mind this one bit, actually. So Alex is kind of catching up on where Eykir had been in the little walk path here. He's gonna go find his Cane of Samaria. Let's see if he picks up the smith. He will. Let's see if he does something similar to what we saw Eykir do to get up here. Alright, play nice, Chain Chomps. Oh, we're gonna go all the way up. This is a choice, with 2 keys in hand. I don't know if I like this one. We know it's going to put Eykir on East Dark World, which is completely fine and possibly good for information, but I don't know if I'd spend that extra key there. I have lost a race to being in TR Small Key Go mode, and it did not feel very good.
Ever be in Desert Small Go mode?
Yes, once. You might even recall the time, because it was a indirect go mode for me and a direct go mode for my opponent, your teammate.
Which teammate are we talking about now?
Mr. Coughlin.
Ah, that teammate.
Ah, yes, and that particular race where the Desert Small was on Lumberjack to block the Mire Big key on right side, and he had spent the key to Crystal Desert to get the Mire Big. And I had found the key on Lumberjack behind Ganon to get the Mire Big for go. It was a heck of a race. Alright, Eykir now knows that by missing the bomb jump, this is where he would have ended up. Now, he's not going to open the pod entrance, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, because you're going to lose your Redsmith follower.
I don't recall it being anything of dire import anyway.
It was a fairy phone, just like what we're going to find here.
You could say by not spending this money, he would feel very wise. The only thing I don't like is being tempted to come back to that in entrance mode later, because it's a gnarly one-off to walk off to, let alone...
Yeah!
You know, if you're looking for Hammer and you think it might be in that entrance, that could be a bad thing too, because getting here is quite rough.
We're going to be here for a little bit.
Sure feels that way.
Both runners are just going to follow each other.
I don't know if Alex is going to do the same thing that Eykir did with going through TR.
Well, no, not since Alex knows where TR front is.
No, but he could go out the west door. Or he could just dodge it after getting Crystal Roller, since we have the... Well, Eykir has the big key. Oof. Yeah, Alex doesn't have the magic to really take advantage of this Cane of Bird on Laser Bridge either. For those of you who struggle with laser skips, you can get the top and bottom ones pretty easily, but you need to get the timing on these two, and it can punish you quite a bit, as demonstrated.
Yeah, At least Eykir here will not be in soft lock mode. But if we take too many hits, we will be in one-hit knockout mode.
Luckily, we did get that blue mail that was on Laser Bridge, and Alex is now going to skip for now, which could be a blessing in disguise, depending on how Death Warping likes to be. It all depends on the location of that mirror at the end of the day. Alex is taking the scenic route to pick up some magic. That's actually fine here.
Whose day are we talking about?
No, it's not Tuesday, it's Monday. I want to talk about back in the day, we called it the Froggy World Tour.
Yeah.
When players started taking the frog on a grand adventure from his location all the way to Catfish. That wasn't coined until a little bit into the 2018, 2019 days, I think.
I think if it was coined, I mean, I would think it would have to be coined by 2018.
You've been around a little longer than me, so I think you know. And there's probably someone in chat who's a total lore junkie that's about to tell me, actually. I can just see the YouTube comments now. Wow, that Ignitus guy knows nothing. I remember when Icebreaker was legalized. I know a few things.
I know what Eykir is about to get.
Yeah, he can see it.
Yeah, for my memory bank, it feels like it was either fall 2017 with that second tournament, or in 2018.
And now we can see in the dark.
Either the Key Sanity tournament before it, or that big ol' 512 that everyone talks about on that one podcast put together by Fear Agent. All right, we're going to reverse direction to Sewer's chest.
You know, since we don't know where front of Hyrule Castle is, this is actually kind of cool. You don't see this very often.
No, what's cool is Ice Palace. We don't have a way in, though.
Groan.
You knew what you're getting into, and I asked you what you're doing this afternoon.
Yeah, no, I even asked you, is that what you're DMing me for? Sure, I'll go sign up right now.
And here we are, working together on this Monday afternoon.
And the sewers are probably cold and gross, and there's nothing here but cold hard cash.
And slimy, too.
Ike, you're gonna spawn at Sank. I don't know why you would do this when you have a flute. He hasn't activated his flute yet, has he?
No.
That would be why. I know we just saw Alex activate his and then go into Dark World. He has the purple chest in tow now, so that's going to be a new check for us here, too.
Yeah, finally Alex is going to give us something new that we haven't seen on Eykir's side. So, new information coming up. Watch this be the bearer.
That would be Grey Corvid approved. It's not. It's just more bomb money.
So I was about to just state, you know, some section that we haven't checked at Spear 1? The Eastern area!
I feel like there's two different types of player. Those who go to Eastern area in the first few minutes, and those who go to Eastern area when they have nothing left to do. Although we have more left to do, so I guess that's column 3 here for Alex. And Alex finds a cape.
What else is there to do besides go back to desert?
Well, we have a flute and a mitt. And we have not checked out the Maya region yet.
Right, you're right.
And also for Alex, he still has the rest of the mountain to go back up to. We've seen Spiral on both screens for just a moment.
All right, sure, fine.
We ever see Witch's
No, we have not seen Flute 2 yet.
And I mean, we're not in any hurry either. That
No, we're
could be
not.
where Blindside or something. Like, we've seen bottom paradox. What about middle paradox?
Meyer Small, yeah. Who?
Eykir's gonna consider this a thing that he can do. Eykir may go peek what's on the race game. Yep, he's gonna see the sword here. Alex, you have flippers. You don't need to set up fake flippers with real flippers. I have seen. I don't do that, but I see players do it all the time, and I'm like,
I do it too.
oh, he actually doesn't have flippers. He hasn't been to Thieves Town. Right. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised with the death on the mountain, having found the flute immediately after, that he doesn't go right back up the mountain.
Yeah, I think Alex is waiting for something to make it more lucrative, like, for instance, the hook shot.
I actually would think the mirror is probably a little higher on my priority scale here.
The mirror only gets you one extra check out of this.
2.
Plus, you can find out what's on the Ether tablet.
Yeah, so 3, because that's a key on the Spec Rock too.
Okay, true. I forgot about the key.
Yeah, a mirror's blocking a total of 3 checks there, but also the entire desert region. Eykir's going to pick up this key, which went to Misery Mire. That's a dungeon I don't believe we have seen, and even if we did, we cannot enter yet.
No, we haven't.
For all we know, it's right here.
It is not, but
No.
it could have been.
Yeah, for all we know, it's in a vanilla location. We need a sword to open it. A sword and possibly a medallion that's not called Bombos.
So we haven't seen the 3 entrances to Hyrule Castle in the front. We haven't seen Agate Tower, high key. We haven't seen the Palace of Darkness, Swamp Palace, Mire, or the left or right entrances to TR.
Question, can Alex splash delete that key? I don't think he's got the gear to do so. There's the blind side out. Blind's Emporium of stolen items. Has he said no to a boomerang?
No, that was a heart container that was on.
That was a heart container.
But ended up saving and quitting, so that completely ends that game. And we are going to head over here to Flute 6, where we're going to be joining Eykir over here, get the ice rod.
Now you can splash delete that key. Only 2 more entrances here that could be any use. There's the Bumper Cave. That's our first sighting of the Bumper Cave. And we have a cape in hand, so we're going on yet another adventure.
I like going on adventures with you.
Hopefully shortly enough we'll be able to do that again.
Yes, perhaps in some place in Virginia.
Of course, our idea of an adventure is a 3 o'clock walk to Sheets down the road. Alright, the Bumper Cave, where does it go? Somewhere that's not here.
This match is not brought to you by Sheets.
It could be.
Yes, talk to Tresco. Alright, so we have more to do over here, because we have another 4 entrances to check. Oh!
The Paradox Cave. That is 7 items, and we are going to say, hold, please.
Yep.
I don't know, I'm jumping in there and just getting... I'm getting my 7 items and jumping back out.
Yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to take that to the middle entrance coming up here in just a moment. Since we haven't seen that yet. Oh! Never mind!
We're just going to eat those words, aren't we?
Sure thing.
I'm okay with just getting the items and then discovering this and going, oh, I've saved myself some time. Now I can go somewhere else. Honestly, where else could you... This has to have something, right? Was that entrance vanilla? No?
No, because
No.
that entrance would have been the...
My arrow! And a hook shot.
Hey,
Now that
there we
gives
go.
us some things to do, because we have seen Hookshot Cave. And Eykir just wisely says, I'm just going to drop through, because I don't have anything else to do over here.
Well, Eykir wants to go right immediately to Hookshot Cave.
Right, you could also flute to Hookshot Cave, but this is probably faster, actually.
Yes.
I'm asking myself if Alex might do the same thing. Hookshot Cave blocks 4 items, and it's a connection we haven't taken yet.
Absolutely nothing in the first check.
Man, that'd be a pretty cheap bombs in a hookshot, if you ask me. A whole lot of... There's your swamp small. Actually, swamp is clearable now when we find it. Although, defeating Argus might take a little bit of finesse and an extra item of some sort. Or half magic. Among things. You can beat Argus with exactly a hookshot and an ice rod, but you need a little more magic to do so.
Alright. Vanilla exit. Alex wants the other side of the mountain. I have a flute.
You know,
let's check it.
He is well due to do this, and he does know that Sick Kid is here, and Sick Kid is 3 bombs, as we discussed.
Yeah, the more important thing coming up here for Alex is finding out the location of Skullwood's back, and then Thieves Town. Thieves Town with the flippers in it. So we're finally getting these Spear 1 locations.
Well, from Eykir, we saw Alex do a couple of these.
I didn't see Alex do these, but maybe it was...
He fluted to 5, but I believe he connected out somewhere.
He stopped at Spiral Cave, just like Eykir did.
Right, right.
So these 4 entrances, actually 4 entrances were not touched yet until now. Bomb shop, that tells us what we need to know. Hi, Cintiar, R56.
A vanilla 5 and a... We have everything we need except for a weapon to beat Trinex right now. And the Fire Rod, of course. We need the Fire Rod, too.
So we're going to find out that key shortly. But first we're going to go check to see what the person under the bridge has. We already know what the answer is from Alex. So we're going to keep an eye out for that key. We now know the Swamp Small has been found, so it's not that.
We did see Eykir take that mediocre bunny cave. The bunny is super. The cave was mediocre.
Yeah. Especially since Alex has seen what's in the light bumper cave. Finally, flute 2. Nothing. So we have now come very close to depleting our options. I do want to remind that we have found a Desert Small, and we haven't checked to see what the 2 checks are on the right side yet.
I wondered if we were going to do that soon, because that's where Desert main entrance is, right there on the island. And Eykir is instead going to follow these flippers. We do get another small key for doing so on the ledge. I don't think you walk that out. There's the flippers for Alex.
welcome in another audience watching this match. Welcome in those coming in from Scottish Braves channel as we are here discussing this battle between Eykir and NilssonAlex.
Little love from Zora as we knew. Let's see what this key is.
For Eykir's hopes, this could be a TR small.
Nope, it is a Skullwood small.
Skullwood small. So Alex is missing nothing out of that key. And now finds out that that was the old man we're through. Another entrance that is in logic for us that we haven't checked yet is the Ice Palace entrance.
It is indeed. We have a pair of mitts. We're probably going to check the two items on right side first.
We do know that desert is a crystal. I don't know how I'd know this. Well, we have seen the potion shop earlier. So down the rabbit hole we go for even more. This won't be too bad. Just a flute to 2 and a flute to 7.
Eykir does not know that this is the purple chest exit at the Peg Cave, right?
That is correct.
Which means he's going to just pick up the purple chest and save quit, probably.
It's great when a plan all comes together and you don't even plan for it.
I mean, he could also just leave out the door and be like, okay, whatever. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and...
Look at what we have started, by the way, with this whole conversation with regards to Ice Rod Argus.
You know, I would do it. I would do it. Because I'm going in there looking for a sword. Thank you, Willard. Speaking of, there's nothing in the purple chest. We knew that already. We might have to go in just to get something. Oh my god. Imagine the hammer being in the map chest. Rick, what if the hammer's in the map chest? Oh, no.
Well, in that case, Ruby, I'm glad that this is a seed that these two are playing and not this... Oh, Fire Rod!
Okay. Well, we can't kill Trinex. We can get to Trinex.
But
we can get two items in the front, yeah.
That gives us a new entrance, though,
Oh.
also.
You know what it does? You know what else that does?
Yes, the right side of GT.
No, I'm not talking about GT. We can go into Ice Palace now.
Ice Palace doesn't exist.
Okay, Gamma. Oh, it's the front of Hyrule Castle is behind the mitts. This might be what we need. Eykir, you just checking doors? No, we're doing it. I mean, this is the right thing. You do it. Because
yeah, you have to.
You do it? You don't have to.
Yeah,
you do it because
but
it's
then you're
here.
not listening to logic at this point in time because of where the Hyrule Castle Small turned out to be and where this mushroom was and now the Fire Rod. And get another key to Meyer. For a dungeon we haven't seen, but we can't even access if we did see it. Oh wait, never mind. We have a hook shot. What the hell am I talking about?
We got a hook shot. We got a boomerang.
What is that little pointy thing that is on the trackers for both of these two runners? I don't know what it is.
Which one? There's a couple things that have points.
You also have a
nice
good point.
Map.
Are you sure Rob knew that what they were getting into when they approved both of us on commentary together?
You know, I think that ZSR as a body has definitely worked with both of us enough to just know by default. And this Front of Escape was literally a map to its own dungeon, and a map to Misery Mire, and a miserable 12-hit Death Warp, which, you know, it could be a lot worse.
And a Mire Small, which was also miserable.
You don't need the Mire Smalls, because you only need one to full clear, even though the logic will ask you to have all three.
That is why it's miserable.
Don't you love just playing in logic?
Said only one person ever.
Is it Fred?
Yes.
I'm
And
sure
even
there are
he
plenty
might
of other
disagree.
people who would argue for playing in logic. There are many, many people. There's your laser bridge exit, by the way.
Yep, so that's a force out.
And it leaves... I think we've seen every must connect, actually.
You are correct.
So any other connections will go between different parts of the world here.
This will be boot locked.
Oh my
Bingo.
god. I'm mad at you on principle, okay?
You can't be staying mad at me for too long.
It was about like 3.7 seconds.
Perfect.
So the average amount of time you lose when you bonk and then not hit the A button at the right cadence.
That is correct, because I do it way too much.
Okay, so Cane, Fire Rod, sure. It's not in logic. It's not in logic.
Yeah, but who cares about the logic at this point in time? We want to find items, damn it! There is one item that is in logic right now.
Oh, look at this. So this is our first time going through that connector, which goes up here. We find Saha. I bet you Saha's got something we need, and the knowledge that Swamp is just green anyway. Swamp's just green anyway. And does he have anything? No, he don't. Wow, amazing.
So what did Alex just go through?
Alex went through the Death Mountain Descent Cave that we had seen as a dark cave at the resource hut, the bombable hut in Kakariko.
Perfect, I can mark that off now.
And that puts us out here at Castle Tower, which is not useful at all to Alex in this particular instance.
Well, it actually is somewhat useful in the fact that now Alex can go into desert.
Well, yeah, to chase that small key for literally nothing. And now Eykir, with no magic basically, is going to go ahead and break Compass Room, and I imagine we're going to only see Compass Room broken here.
It's not nothing. Isn't this where the mushroom is?
You know, you might be right, because that does get a Fire Rod. But that's about it. Oh! Bonkers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, yeah, here comes the mushroom for Alex. That will lead to the Fire Rod once Alex turns that in. And Eykir goes round 2 with this room. And you are correct. This is not in logic, but
I just don't want to see him go. I just don't want to see him go all the way down, you know?
I mean, I don't want to see a red boomerang Armos fight either, but that might be the reality of what we're about to get. Oh, the boots!
Goodness. Now, wait a second. That's 4 key lock boots. You're saving and quitting, right? Don't go all the way. Eykir. Team meeting. I say team meeting, but Eykir and I
called
have
off due to unavailability.
Team meeting, see me after class, I don't know. Okay, so going to Compass Room and stealing the key, perfectly fine when you have 1 key. Going to Ice Armos on 1 key right side only, this is
This is fine, Zeruvian. We're
no,
just gonna
it's
find the bow
not.
at the Bob's chest.
This is not okay. He doesn't have any magic.
Hi.
No! That doesn't count! Eykir, if you do Boomerang Armos Knights, I swear. Oh my god, are we really doing this?
We are really doing this.
Buckle up! He's gonna do B and Boomerang is nothing.
Alright, 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 10 seconds. Keep a track, friends. Let's go.
Oh, this is so wrong and clown. Now this is pod racing. Hey, you know what would be better than Boomerang Armos? Ice Rod Argus. Ditch the beef potion and you're good. Oh my god.
Yes, that is correct. Not buying a potion.
It's a regular bee. You never had to keep the regular bee.
So, this is the second time that I've had an Eykir match on, and we've had a Boomerang Armos. The last time I was on commentary for this, I was with one of your teammates.
Oh, was it the one with Leaf?
That was the one with Leaf.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, Kool-Aid Man. Break that door down so we don't have to kill these guys. We'll be here forever.
We're already a minute 20 or minute 15 in.
This is, by all definitions, slower than what I was suggesting that we just break logic and do because we can. Yes, I'm both by the same player, Tom will talk. If Eykir gets like a Thieves Town Big Key or something here.
So I think right now there's going to be a DM sent to the members of ZSR saying, don't restream any more of Eykir's matches.
You might get that tomorrow from me.
Why would I get it from you?
I mean, you might get the same, like, content awareness DM after having put my game on with Zaxxerai tomorrow.
Oh, that's right, as I'll be together with Jaxie for that match.
You know...
I know what.
Eykir will get preferential treatment for this, and we all know. You know, not incorrect. Eykir's already, like I said, you could put him on Restream with anybody, and somehow the match will end up being electric. This is not the reason why.
I was gonna say, what's electric about this?
The sparkles on the boomerang, and that's literally it.
3 minutes.
Nothing.
3 minutes.
Nothing. Boomerang Ice Armos is bad, and you should feel bad.
Oh, Eykir with the reaction of a lifetime there, powdering that room.
He can now get the nothing that's on the GT torch that he doesn't know is there. Enjoy your compass, Eykir. Are you walking out? He's in Village of Outcasts. It actually makes sense to walk out. Alex is showing us the back of Skullwood's door with the fire rod, which is another entrance that's just kind of outlying and could very well have something we need to do.
Very likely. Why don't this be pod?
Oh no, it's just TR with the big chest with 50 bucks. Now that doesn't do anything on its own, but the west door may take us somewhere new. Like where, though?
And Alex hasn't done the other stuff in this side of the TR either.
Where could this go that would actually be beneficial? The sword!
Oh!
This goes to the sword!
This is how you're supposed to get the sword?
And Eykir could have had a sword this whole time!
Eykir needs magic.
Eykir needs magic. Eykir, you need to kill one of the berries first to get a thing of magic here. Eykir remembering that he has a hook shot.
All right, so
Remember earlier when we went all the way to the front of TR and spent both of our keys, and I told you that, one, I would hate for Eykir to be in small key go mode, because I've lost a race in that situation. And two, if you'd just gone out the west door, you'd have had a sword half an hour ago.
correct.
Of course, made up for the fact that we do have boots.
Correct.
Alex is going to get these middle checks now, and he'll have a key for Trinex. He'll have 2 keys for Trinex, as a matter of fact.
But here's the thing. Eykir still has the possibility of killing this Pokey to get this key. But we're
I'm going to sit here and tell you, we are not doing Fighter Sword Trinex.
I wasn't expecting anyone to do a Fighter Sword Trinex.
We've seen it before, though.
Why?
Oh, we're going to Hera? We're going to go clear Hera.
Yes, we're going to sequence break ourselves up to do a Moldorm.
Yeah, but now you're doing Fighter Sword Moldorm, which, you know, it's not as bad as anything else we've discussed, but this is still not comfortable for a lot of players. You're just so used to having more gear, like the hammer or a Master Sword. The hammer's been available this whole time.
Well, providing you were able to use the Desert Small to get the Mushroom, to get the Fire Rod. Yes.
Well, that's, where's the front of TR again? You're gonna want the hammer to get to that entrance, aren't you? Well, easily, that is. That puts the advantage kind of on Alex's side here, despite not having the boots. Oh, Moldorm saying no to Eykir. And we're going to go ahead and take care of Moth while we're here. This is fine, honestly.
I mean, that's just what the sword opens up to.
I mean, we're short... In Alex's case, we're short 2 keys.
We know where one of them is. Moldorm 2, Eykir, nothing.
Yeah, boots were actually in the compass chest of Ganon's Tower, which might be something that's not really on the immediate radar for most runners, but if you found a hammer and you now can clear the entire basement, Alex might go for it immediately. Hammer Moth is black magic. Prove me wrong.
What kind of black magic?
A sword again
Sword
on
upgrade.
Crystal Moldorm.
And Mothula is down for Alex.
I'm going to say the boots advantage is a boots advantage until Alex gets the boots. But the problem is Alex is going to get the boots. And Eykir's going to start running out of things to do that aren't immediately going to get his hammer. Because, like it or not, that hammer is required to beat Ice Palace.
I don't like it. Why should I like it?
Nobody should like it. We're going to check the shovel. Okay. If that was another sword, I was going to have some words. We have all 3 Meyer Smalls, and no Meyer.
That's fine. We'll find Myers soon.
So you tell me you have Meyer at home. Find himself on the TR bridge, which we saw was good and interesting information as well.
Yep, and this is Trinex.
We're gonna hammer Trinex. I mean, it's a dungeon you need to clear, so this is actually fine.
And this actually sets Alex up nicely to go to Ice Palace afterwards.
Is that our second pot small? That's a nice pot small to get, actually.
Yes. All right, let's see how Alex does with this boss fight.
The hammer.
Missed one of the swings. Got lucky the fact that did not move far enough away.
There's the last Skullwood small. So that Moth is in logic behind all 4 Ganon's Tower smalls. Why? Why does logic do this to us?
Because the game hates us. The game has been giving us indigestion for 10 years now.
Yo, chat just said, A Link to the Past randomizer takes years off of people's life expectancy.
Okay, so I should be dead tomorrow then. Perfect.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm a couple years behind you, so I'll probably be dead by 45. Just because I just have a natural immunity to being silly. All right, well, now Eykir are going to go take care of Moth. He'll have a Master Sword Moth, which is, you know, not as bad. Gotta be careful with this Trinex here. You get bitten, you're done, but no, Trinex is down. Thank you for not getting 1.0. There is a really cool hookshot trick that I learned from Gem, or Jama, one of those, that bypasses the silliness of going through this in Skullwood's pit room.
Oh, good. That Jammo.
One of them. Nice.
That Jammo I had to face in casual boots.
My condolences for having joined the casual boots tournament.
Exactly. Here goes Alex running over to, or walking over to Ice Palace.
Time for us to pick on our restreamer and trackers. By the way, we should probably shout out our restreamer for today, Rob G, and our trackers, Rob and Tummeltalk, for keeping us honest and keeping the buttons pressed on this side, and for not pinning the fact that this is a base setting seed between these 2 runners. Also, these 2 runners are definitely worthy of your eyes and attention. You should give them a follow as well.
When have they kept me honest?
Rick, you're honest just as a moral standpoint.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that. All right. Ice Palace. Let's go.
Ice Palace is a place that Eykir may be tempted to go, and he needs to go to the front of TR instead. He can actually just go kill Trinex if he really wants to. That would have the same effect here.
Yeah, but he's going to go ahead and check Bonk Rocks first to see what that is.
It's our last little direct boots check here for us. And want to make some money, Rick?
I would love to make some money.
So the thing I was worried about, and I'm still worried about, is that this is still a game of boots versus hammer, where the hammer is going to lead the second player to get the boots. If we're pathing this way, where are we headed?
Okay, so we're heading over to the Dark Fault Rocks, followed by maybe to the Brothers Connector, which will take us to Trinex. And what did we just find?
We may want to reflect on where Alex may choose to go next, because that was the mirror.
I'm not convinced. The button's not lit up.
And the mirror is blocked
Now it is.
by the hammer. Oh, we're doing this entrance. Goodness gracious. As they say on The Simpsons, put it in H! And thus they did.
Alright, so here's hoping Alex decides to go to Brothers Connector to finish off with Trinex. We're not doing that. Never mind. We're going to go for a swim, and I think we're heading to ice.
Yeah, I'm worried. I don't know if we are or not, but I would think that we are, and that's actually going to hurt him in a big way.
Nope, we're turning away. We're turning away.
We're headed away.
We're going to go Brothers. We're going Brothers. We're going Brothers.
Have we been? This puts
no, we're
us
not
out
going
where?
to Brothers. Brothers Connector takes us to the TR Bridge, which gets us to Trinex.
Okay, that works, but he also needs to get the key off the pokey first. Do you see where this is kind of an I don't like not
Oh,
I don't
another
like
sword
the
and
key all the
ice.
way front. 3 swords available between one out of logic, one that you have to go through middle of TR to get to, and one in Ice Palace that has been freely available to us this whole time once we find the fire rod. And also, Eykir is going to find out that he needs to go get a key.
Yeah, thankfully he remembers it before he smashes his face against the door.
He is going to have to smash his face against that eye laser to get back here, though.
That's fine.
Eykir bought a blue potion, right?
I don't know.
I want to say he did. He's setting up to Death Warp, which is good. The reason I'm asking, I don't think I really need to spell this out, but Master Sword on 1 magic meter is extremely volatile.
You're right. It's very dangerous.
So if he's got a potion, he's fine, but...
Also setting up a Death Warp before you get to kill the enemy that you need to get the key off from is... You remember when you were talking about that Thieves' Town earlier from Eykir, and he was setting up the Death Warp there?
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to get spat at by a red Zazek, and suddenly I find myself at the front door short 2 or 3 checks. This is fine, though, because you can just hug a skull and you're good.
Yeah, there we go. I was more concerned that the Pokey was going to reflect or bounce off the wall into Eykir and kill him.
Luckily, Fire Rod splash damage usually takes care of that, but not always.
Yeah, and that's what I'm concerned about, because usually with me, it's something that I plan for, I'll be fine, and then all of a sudden, nope, you're not fine, you dead, go back to start, you idiot.
So Alex is going to do 2 things here. He's going to check what's at the mire door at some point. Actually, I think it's our first checks in the desert area with the mirror. This is actually fine. It's another key. That one goes to GT. And now we can do everything in the basement, including the map chest, and still have a key for the climb should we need to. And what's behind the climb today, Rick?
I have not figured that out. I think it's Uncle. Yeah, it's Uncle.
Trying to explain kind of nice for us here. Here's Pendant Swamp, and we can go ahead and full clear this if we want. This ends up being a whole what? Because Swamp itself has 12 checks. Plus you have the green pendant. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Chat's reminding us we haven't seen the Swamp Big Key, so we're not going to open the big chest. That's okay, because that's just probably in the back of its own dungeon. It likes to be that way.
I could see that coming, fortunately for Eykir. Trinex bouncing off, and just Eykir had no place to go.
Did you get the number of that freight train that ran me over?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a 7000 series train? Thanks, Triforce.
Good old AGDQ 2019 for presenting us with that meme.
Uh-oh. He better have a potion now, because he's short otherwise. And I think that he does. He does.
Try to hold on to it as long as you possibly could, but...
Tim Tebow. Jump throw. What is this? First round of the playoffs against Pittsburgh?
Sure.
I don't like spins here. Eykir, oh my god, you just got sandwiched between Trinex and Spikes. And that Spike hit actually saved him from a whole world of hurt.
Yeah,
Please.
this is...
Oh my goodness.
You probably could see a little bit of urgency from Eykir trying to finish off that fight. But, as you're going to point out, it's dangerous.
He's extremely dangerous. And I am very glad that he didn't get eaten by Trinex there. Castle Tower's small. Ugh.
Yeah, for a Castle Tower we haven't seen yet.
On left side of Swamp, of all places.
Here comes the hammer for Eykir.
This is probably going to have Eykir feel forced to go into ice next, which will be good because it'll get his mirror. And we still have an unknown set of prizes. We know Swamp is a pendant. And that's it so far. Everything else we know is a crystal, and there's a bunch of holes on our tracker.
I thought Tresco glued up those holes.
But what I mean is the gaps of information. Hammer.
I know.
And the spiteful HP refill for Eykir.
You want to get yourself set up for a death warp? Think again!
There's a TR keys. The swamp is on the path of the hero, as they say over in the Ocarina of Time universe.
Hooray.
And Alex is one of those players that says, dive her down, I hardly know her. We're not doing that. We're just going to do this the way we're supposed to, as the devs intended. Which, honestly, dive her down doesn't save that much time. It is an optimization, but it doesn't save you all the time. Kind of like doing spooky action in Mire saves you, what is it, like a dozen seconds? If you're go mudding through Mire.
And that just providing that you do it the right way.
Providing the seed allows you to do it the right way. If you know how to do fluteless spooky, all the power. There's another pod key.
For a dungeon we haven't seen yet.
It's almost guaranteed to be mirror locked somewhere. Probably somewhere dumb.
I mean, that's all I've got left for blank spaces on this.
Oh, look, a big key to a dungeon that you don't need a big key to clear, because both players have already beaten them off.
So, at this point, we still got 3 dungeons we haven't found. That would be Agate Tower, Palace of Darkness, and Mire. Who knows if we have to do either of them?
That's true. We don't know. At the moment, between our 2 runners, we know 5 of the crystals. But we know that Swamp is a green... I should say, Alex knows that Swamp is the green pendant.
By the way, we are still missing... these 2 runners have not done anything inside of Eastern Palace.
I mean, you know what they say, right?
Yes, I know what they say, but those are still Spirit 1 locations that haven't been checked.
Very true. And for all we know, that's where our 4th sword is.
There's the green pendant for Alex.
And in just a second, we're going to see Eykir pick up his mirror. At some point, Eykir is going to reflect on whether or not he should have bothered with Ice Armos. You know what else we have here that's, it's not in logic, but it is an entrance we can go do at some point, is we have the the bomb shop is available for both runners with 5-6 crystals. I don't think we're going to see it. I wouldn't be surprised if someone decides to take a gander at it.
I mean, that is an entrance that does exist. And we have an item. It's the bow!
And that could be important, because we still don't know. One of those 2 dungeons is bound to be a crystal. And yeah, that doesn't mean Quake is required. There's another bow out there that may very well be available for our runners.
Yeah, but you know how this game works, Erubian.
Yeah, I do know how this game works.
Yes, bow locked blow. Bow locked bow.
I mean, we also have 4 key locked moth, but we did moth already, so shrug. That's going to be a tempered sword for Eykir. That is going to make a bit of a difference here moving forward until Alex... Does Alex have tempered? I thought he... No, he doesn't have...
No, he's got master.
Yeah, he doesn't have the sword off of Moldorm. He'll get that in a moment here.
Yep, this is sword number 3. Alright, here we go. Connection established. There we go. Perfect.
Alright, this is going to go ahead and put them back tied up with the same dungeons cleared, actually.
Yeah, here's the routing merge that we have been looking for. The only difference is Eykir has the boots out of GT, which I wouldn't be surprised Alex goes and does that soon.
Yeah, Alex is probably headed to GT after he cleans up these mire and desert entrances. We only have a couple more left, including Checkerboard. That's a new one for us here.
Yep, and still 3 dungeons outstanding. And it's 2 items, and nothing. Well, misinformation.
Alright, so Eykir is probably going to find Swamp. Let's see if he decides that he wants to go through with it or not. We also find out Mire's a pendant from a map that Eykir's picked up. So
it is.
We don't necessarily need to find Mire.
And for all we know, Mire could be at GT.
For all we know, Mire could be at Graveyard Ledge.
Nice avoidance of the duck.
No, don't waffle. Either go in or don't. All right, we're seeing Swamp twice. Now, Sahasrahla was at the top of the castle. And I don't think Eykir's seen Saha yet, so now that he sees Green Pendant, and he did see that on the map as well, he is probably thinking, I should clear this.
Mimic Cave, that's Spiral Cave. I mean, money's good, right?
Hey, money's fine if you want to buy all of your potions so you can do Ice Rod Argus. By the way, if you have a tempered sword, you're not doing Ice Rod Argus.
Why not?
You have a tempered sword.
Agate Tower found. Please don't hit the Y button. GT small, so that's now 3 for Alex.
There's that TR small to kind of laugh in Eykir's face for a second. And Eykir will do left side. Okay. I mean, there was a pod small over here, wasn't there? Or is that on the back of the dungeon?
Small.
There's a CT small, and we find out the CT small doesn't really do anything for us because the second room only had a heart container. They're kind of not in a dearth of HP here.
Mm-hmm. So let me see here. This is Pyramid Bomb.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I talked about it. I talked about how it's not in logic. My question is, why choose to do this now? You have a mirror and you're still missing dungeons that may very well be required.
Well, this is going to allow Alex to lump this together with getting to Sahasrara to check the green pendant.
I suppose.
That's the only thought process I have for this right now.
Also, if you're bootsless, fluting to 5 is actually slower.
Well, where else is Alex going to go to?
You flute to 4, and you do it the way you would do if the bomb shop was vanilla.
Oh, okay.
This is a longer walk if you don't have boots across the screen.
Okay. Today I learned. Also, shout out to the person that was commenting about the No Logic tournament. One of, 4 tournaments that are going on? 5 tournaments that are going on for Link to the Past randomizer right now?
And there's another one about to start up, because Kaz Boots started today, and then Atomizer here is making a return.
Right. I was counting Casual Boots in the 5, but didn't realize
Atomizer. Atomizer's been announced over in Tark, and that's going to make a return too.
Alex getting the information about Meyer.
See, chat now pointing out, it feels like Eykir is going to start pulling ahead. And I think it's a little premature to say that, but the longer that Eykir has these boots that Alex does not, all of these checks that Alex is doing, that Eykir either has already done or is doing behind him, will end up being faster on a whole.
Is green pendant required?
It is a small key to... Oh, no!
Oh, my.
It's everyone's favorite.
You want a badge quest.
Do you like that key, Rick?
I hate that key. I hate that key.
If I'm 2 hours in, I might like that key. Hera's over at Desert. That's not so bad.
I mean, it's the fact that you were just in that area for Swamp Palace. We're going to go over to the right side of the mountain here. We've got 2 or 3 entrances that are going to be new to us. Plus, what's on the ledge here?
Hey, look. Eykir finished it off with the ice rod. Yippee! So you're gonna center drop here, but you haven't done Paradox Top yet, which could be a dungeon. It could be one of our few remaining item caves, like this spike cave here.
Oh boy.
I don't like this either. And we're going to find the bow for Eykir, which is good news. And that is a big key. That's the big key. That could be important. We only know one other pendant out there. So if Eastern is it, that big key is nothing. And Eastern is not it, then, well... then we might need that spike key. Yeah, he's good.
Barely.
Calculated. He ducked back behind the torch to make sure that it was good. Even though I don't think that actually helped in this case.
Alright, Tower of Hera entrance.
We do have the map to Eastern, so if you get that big key to Eastern, you might be tempted to map check it now to see, this is a clearable dungeon, do I want to go there? But if it's just a clearable dungeon, you're just going there anyway. Eykir's going to map check it, he sees that Eastern is in fact a crystal. And now Alex, having the big key, does the same thing, which I think is slightly more reasonable.
Which means it's down to either Thieves' Town or Pod as our remaining pendant. And one of them we've seen, one of them we haven't.
And one of them could be one of them's right here.
There! And it's a crystal! That's the information!
And actually, we're looking for the Desert Big Key now for overall go mode. That's it. That's all we need. Because if you just rush Helma here, which you're not going to rush Helma.
Eykir
Unless you
finding
get
out
the
that
big
this
key,
is
like,
a
right
fairy
here.
fountain. Oh, good. That's the other key to the castle tower. Yahoo! Whoopee! Yahoo! Yay!
Oh, good. We can go
For
get
that
that
small
key.
key,
That's on
that's
Lumberjack.
yes. That
We
we
totally need that.
totally need. We need that so badly.
Eykir picked up at least one Ganon's Tower Small somewhere else, right?
I haven't been keeping track.
Now, I get to yell at Eykir because he's not using his key tracker. He's got a tracker up on his overlay, and it's tracking items and dungeons, but not keys.
Yeah, we need to call. You need to call the team meeting on that one.
You already said it's canceled. Player not available. He's too busy fighting Ice Armos with a boomerang.
I'm surprised neither runner have made it back to check left side GT. Big key dice.
Oh, that look on Alex's face when he saw that. He's not happy to see that big key, and I cannot blame him.
Yep, absolutely, because you're hoping that's the desert big, and that would put you in go mode, and you don't care about anything else this seed, but the battle continues.
And we are going to say no to the back of Pod here and take care of Helmasaur King. There's a crystal. We're going to eventually find another key, which will allow us to clear the rest of the back of the dungeon. Hopefully we don't need 3 more keys to get all the checks therein.
I mean, you'd hope so, but this game has other things in mind.
This is true. Now, Eykir does have a 3rd pod key, so he can go to the back and get everything but the 6 key locked singles. You know, the Harmless Hellway and the what's the other one? Oh yeah, the big key chest. Yeah, the Alex not coming back to GT is strange. Alex having 3 keys, Cane Fire Rod, Hammer, Hook Shot, makes me go, did he forget about GT? Although, again, you find clearable crystal, you're going to clear your crystal, right?
In theory. I mean, we're at that point where you really need to be thinking about clearing your dungeons.
If you're an Alex fan, you want Helmasaur to drop the Desert Big Key. If you're an Eykir fan, you need him to go to Spike Cave to get that Eastern Big Key. If you're a Crosskeys fan, you want something to be in Hera Basement. There's a Skullwoods Big Chest we can check, too. I wonder if Eykir may be headed to GT right now, actually.
I wonder if Hera Basement's a fan of Hera Basement.
I think Swamp Palace is a fan of Hera Basement.
I mean, considering the fact that that's what led to the Hera Small. Lumberjack location is a small key. We have no idea what.
We are going to get this big chest.
Oh!
Rude.
After this Moldorm says no.
Another small key. It's all 4 keys to
that we
TR.
don't need.
Ay.
Just another round of Crosskeys with your friends.
Yippee!
Rick and Ruby.
Trinex is in Logic now.
Yay.
Hey, guess what? We're going into Eastern.
Yes.
Eykir doesn't know that this connects out somewhere he can already get to.
Yep, that would be the Fairy Ascension.
Hey, Rick, imagine taking connectors.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Sure you would.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
We haven't seen Powder yet either, and Eykir's going to give us that too.
Alright, well... Malware was tier 1.
That could have saved our runners a little bit of trouble, although it does also change Alex's sprite to the best Ninja Turtle, don't at me.
I agree with you. There's no way I'm going to at you. Donatello was the brains of the operations. And he also carried a mean bow.
But not the bow that we were looking for.
That's correct. Because Eykir could have used that bow about an hour ago.
Your bow is in another castle.
Welcome back
Your
to
castle's
GT.
in another bow. Slightly worried here that our no mode being the desert big could mean that Eykir finds it and goes to desert and doesn't find the eastern big everywhere he goes. And if Alex follows Eykir, that'd be game over.
Correct. And these two had a good history of following each other early on in this seed. I'm more afraid that Eykir finds the thieves big.
Oh
That's
no,
Hera.
it's the Hera big. Okay.
Or at least now that's 2 checks in that dungeon.
Yeah, it gives you an incentive to go have a coffee break. Or if you don't like coffee, it could be a tea break. Tea takes longer, though, so you're better off brewing a cup of coffee.
What if you don't like both?
Then you must be a big fan of water.
All right. Making our way over to Rando Room.
So
Are we going to have the same kind of oddball banter when we get to Virginia in October?
Maybe. This could also just be, you know, typical lunch fare. Or in passing in the tournament room. Or harassing someone we know at the check-in desk. I want to point out that Eykir spent his other key. That's the Meyer big key.
Which we haven't seen yet.
For all we know, it's in the Meyer big chest, too. So Eykir cannot climb without another key and the big key, which is perfectly fine. Let's see what he decides to do here. I believe he's going to follow what Alex did.
Yes, this is going to get up to the mountains so we can get that Eastern big.
And he'll probably come down here and go to Eastern.
And Alex should probably go to GT at some point. As far as dots on the map are concerned, I only have 2 locations left. Big key to Thieves Town!
Oh no! And Alex is showing his love for that key, because we know, between our 2 runners, there are only 2 big keys left in the game.
GT and Desert Palace.
Oh, okay, I forgot about GT. There are 3 big keys left in the game.
Oh, Swamp Pig, yes!
Let's be honest, that key does not exist. Eykir is going to do the thing with the boots. Alex is going to, hopefully at this point, go get his boots. I love doing this. You get half the cave of super speed and then save a lot of your hearts.
Yeah, as opposed to Alex, who was down to a half a heart by the time we left this cave. Oh, I forgot. We did we did check this. This is Meyer.
This is Meyer. Oh no.
Ye gods.
Ay ay ay. Dios mío, I don't like this one bit. We have everything we need to clear it. We have not read Pedestal, because we've had that book for a while. Or have we read Pedestal? I forget.
No, we haven't.
We didn't have the mirror when we were in Back to Skull Woods. Yeah. Alex is going to get his boots. Here's the problem. The boots didn't actually lead to anything directly, except it did block 1 pod small.
It blocked keys that were logically required, but nothing that is going to break the bank.
I ain't breaking a bank. What are you talking about?
My bank's already broken.
I get going to left side.
But...
and then flipping the switch here. I really do. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't like getting the lobby check and then coming back around. And Eykir realizing he has no magic, he can't even do the 4 torches to get to the compass chest, so he's just going to go back this way anyway. And this yields, oh my...
Wow!
That is some smirk JD levels of luck right there.
I know!
Did I just get smirked by someone who's not smirk?
Yes!
More like smirk GD, am I right? Hey, it's a small key to... We've cleared that already, thanks game.
Are we really looking for any small keys at this point besides Thieves Small?
The pod. Remember,
Okay,
Eykir doesn't know where pod is, and Alex cleared it, but he only had 2 keys, so he's currently locked out of the back.
Yeah, and Eykir wound up exiting.
Hey, look,
Oh,
a pod
there's
key.
Pod Small.
And Eykir is going to say no more to this mire, and I think that's actually a reasonable decision.
All right.
Is he going back through this connection? No.
Eastern.
He is not. He's going to Eastern, because Eastern's a clearable crystal. That's fine. He has 6 crystals on his tracker. We don't know what Eykir knows yet or not, if he knows Thieves or Pod. I think he has the Pod map. No, he doesn't.
No, he does not have the information just yet to whether or not Pod is the other pendant or crystal. So, Eykir's going to go to Thieves Town after this.
Very likely. So he has to find Pod in the first place. Yes. But he also needs to find the Desert Big Key, which is what Alex is looking for, too. Now, what would kind of hurt for Alex is if we end up, you know, discovering Mire and clearing out anything in Mire. There was a Pod Small in the Mire Big Chest, but we didn't see anything on left side, even though we have all the keys for it.
Yeah,
and of course, Vitreous is in Logic, too.
Which is unfortunately... that was where Eykir's magic situation did not do him any favors. Yeah, for Tamil Tech, who is asking, all we found was a Pod Small in there, so we can tick one up to... That would be 4 for Eykir.
Yes, it would. We also found an Ice Small, I believe, and I think we actually marked that one. Now, as far as Eykir's concerned...
Alright. Friends, the right way to do Ice Armos.
Put the boomerang away, Alex. Thank you. Please don't mirror. No, Alex, you're supposed to use sword beams. I'm just kidding. Sword memes, am I right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, there was a whole lot of nothing back here. And a shovel. He's going to check that shovel and get, you know, more money.
And also the boot entrances.
Well, first he's going to come in here and get this. I think this is a pod key, actually.
I believe...
No, that's the skull. That's the
no,
moth key.
skull.
Never mind.
You're right. Comment about chat saying we can leave the almost out to your statement about anything better. Anything is better than boomerangs. Shield is not better than boomerangs.
I mean, that depends. Is your name Flip Heel? GT Big Key!
GT Big Key!
And
Pyramid Fairy at K45. Well, climbers.
Not I, says, you know, the me hasn't found Pod yet. If I'm Eykir. And now, here's the thing, is the Thieves Big...
That's going to send Eykir up the mountain. Eykir, who doesn't know that Thieves Town is the pendant of the two.
And we talk about climb, but that big key is in such a bad spot that the big chest is isolated now. Like,
It
big
sure
isolated.
is.
We're going back into GT.
This is Climber's...
And...
No, we're going for it! Wow.
You have been juked, my friend.
Okay, fine. Be that way, Alex. See if I promote your Mike Tyson's Punch-Out world record that you got an ESA ever again. Wait, I just did.
Oops. And now Eykir has that information. And Eykir is about to find Pod. And get his last GTs. There's the boots in logic, by the way.
Alright, here's the Palace of Darkness, and again, the big difference here, Eykir coming in with 4 keys to Alex's 2.
If you're just joining us here, almost 2 hours in, a tale of 2 routes that had one player having just a little bit more info than the other player at any given time, and then things got really weird when Eykir pulled the boots and Alex pulled the hammer. And now that we've kind of caught up to each other, both players know they're looking for a Desert Palace big key, and neither player knows where that is.
Alright, is it in the big chest of GT?
Nope,
No.
but GT loves you.
I don't love it.
And Alex is going to be smart and pick up these arrows.
Yeah, because 12 arrows is a whole lot better than 7. So if the big key to Desert is in a bad spot, which bad spot do you think it's going to be in?
Ice Palace Big Chest.
Okay, I mean, that one exists. We are checking big key chest.
He's got an extra key. Wait, did he go... Oh, Eykir, you sly devil. He's full clearing.
It's not the big key.
No. What he's doing is he's looping around right side 3 times to full clear. This is not an Alazun-approved play. I don't think this would be a Telethar-approved play either.
Yeah, but is it an indie-approved play?
I think Indy approves of most plays. Where is Tofel? I don't know. Why are you muscle memorying those arrows? You know you can't pick those up.
This definitely does feel bad.
This is Eykir just doing it because he can. Now he's going to clear Helma in case Helma's got the big key. And then when he doesn't, he'll right side again and get everything out of the back. Eykir has put on all of the makeup and is challenging Duke Firebird for the position of Event Clown at the next place that they will both be at.
Which event's that?
That is yet to be determined.
Yeah.
Oh no, Wizrobe getting the best goalie to block the shot. All right, here we go. We've
Sixth
got
floor of GT coming our way right now.
torch, 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 chest, 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 chest.
Okay. Here's Ruby with a call of what's in these 2 chests.
We got ourselves a fairy in a bottle. They would like to be freed, please. And if Alex is not careful, he will accidentally free her. We get in the next chest. Lots of HP from those fairies, and a piece of heart. But wait, there's more! Defeat this Moldorm swiftly, and you will earn the right to stamp your parking ticket. Or, you know, I said swiftly.
Fall down a hole.
I said swiftly. Eykir has dispatched the Helmosaur King. We are going to see him walk right back in, and this is a full clear pod. Is this the key that we're all searching for? It is yet more love from GT. Thank you. Thanks, GT. We love you too. We're going to welcome in everyone that just stopped by from Telethar's raid. You are joining us at the 2-hour mark.
And Eykir's third trip through this right side of pod.
I am going to yell at him if this works. It is cringe. And you know what?
That's right. 3rd time.
3. 3rd time's a charm. Get all of your checks. Speaking of 3, that was a triple on Agatu on the 3rd cycle. We got 3s all over the place.
That's not where you wanted to throw the bomb.
That's like the classic throw the bomb out the door in MMC earlier.
Is it back here? We are still missing 2 big keys. One of them, the swamp big. The other one is the desert big. We need for go mode silvers.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, I think we forgot there's a front door. We're just taking the sideway in. This is like doing the Star Road path in Super Mario World.
Uncle has a piece of heart.
And another piece of heart. Does this chest have anything of import? We are not climbing for victory today.
GT climbers are in shambles. Come back next time to a ZSR restream to find out if the climbers are going 7 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock.
Is it here is the new question. The best part for Eykir is there's Thieves Town right below him, so even if he doesn't find it here, he can just go into Thieves. Do we have Bottle No Mode? That's only Eykir's 2nd bottle, I think. But that is all 4. Indeed.
And no.
It's not Pod. Okay, so now...
Off to Thieves Town.
Yepers, that's right down here. I called for Ice Palace Big Chest, and chat likes the call, I think. And I think chat needs to settle down a little bit.
Chat asking if we've had a pet check? No, we haven't.
No, and I don't think we're going to. Suffice it to say. Do we have any item caves left? Are you tracking item caves, Rick?
I was, and then I lost track.
Pet is, in fact, still alive. I think, actually, Pet is in Logic. No, it's not. We need the Thieves Small.
Not without that Thieves Small.
That's okay. That's probably just in the maiden cell.
I don't know if we've seen Chess Game. We may have, but I don't know if we have or not. You know what? I'm going to defer to chat on that one. I mean, if we had it so long ago that they've probably forgotten at this point in time. There's
your. They stole the sword from Swamp Palace. How could they?
Shame. Chad's asking for the phone a friend. What do you think this is? Millionaire? We're not asking the $1 million question.
You know, I'm just gonna say, with how many rupees we end some of these seas with, it might as well be.
And we're not also going to take the 2 wrong answers off the board and leave you the right choice and the wrong choice. I mean, you could ask the audience, but the audience doesn't know.
They'll just 50-50 right down the middle. Hera basement, ice big chest.
Exactly.
The Jeopardy board, you know? Yeah, Bombo's tablet is a new check. Bombo's tablet is it not a new check?
It's a new check, but it's not what we're looking for.
That's not a new check. That's not a new car either. That's
Can I just have what's behind door number 3?
We'd like to hit the rewind button and watch it go back into the sky is what you want that.
Yeah, sure. Chat saying what you did was pressure lock, not Jeopardy.
You know, this seed feels like a double whammy.
Woo!
Have we seen Pedge? Oh, it's Mickey!
It's wow!
Oh my god! I've been had! Why did I call the double whammy? It's not even in logic. We know the swamp big chest can't have the thief small.
Right?
Are we gonna go dark? Oh no.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Eykir, where are you going? Eykir's going to Dark World. I forget what's here.
I don't know if Eykir has mirrored these 2 entrances to find Agate Tower. Yeah, according to our tracker, they haven't gone to Agate Tower. They're gonna get this big key first, which is the GT Big. Oh, Alex is back in Hera. We got these 2 checks.
Boy, here we go.
Stay tuned, friends, for more.
We'll be back after this commercial break. Just kidding. We're going to the big chest first. Eykir is about to get his full protection.
Exactly.
Chad, you're always going to Hera pod first.
There it is!
Oh boy,
Alex,
the Hera big key into big key. Alex merely has to go beat Lamulus, and then he is a spin to win against Ganon. And that is not what you want to see Eykir pick up. That's the GT big key.
Yeah.
Connection established.
Yeah, unfortunately, the connection is established for the opponent.
He is not going to Ganon's Tower. Good.
Yeah, now this is brothers to get to mirror the TR Bridge entrances. So this is going to be obviously Eykir checking these 2 caves. This will take a little bit of time. Meanwhile, Alex on the way to finishing off this seed. And I just saw Tresco in here. Give a big shout out to Tresco for developing the HTH stuff, the Hyrule Town Hall, that is currently in use for this tournament, as well as the various other things like Casual Boots starting to use it as well this year. And of course,
and the
all the
Kabuki
things that they
tournament
do
also.
for DSR. And Kabuki, as you just mentioned.
HTH, a beautiful piece of technology, but the mayor can really just go.
Yeah, I agree about the mayor. Can we vote for a new mayor this year?
You know what's going to happen? He's going to put Tingle in charge.
Okay, never mind. I like the mayor.
And that is the 7th crystal for NilssonAlex. Desert Big Key was in the Hera Big Chest. Eykir is in a different zip code right now. It's really kind of unfortunate. In a way, not having the keys to do back a pod has actually worked out for Alex in this particular instance. Despite having climbed, he's first to make the right decision to go to go mode. And sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. It is all about where you go and when. And we don't have Alex's audio because he is discussing his thoughts out loud. But believe me, we're hearing Ganon say, ow, 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 every time he gets poked with that tempered sword.
And pretty soon Alex will be told that the silvers are in pod.
And he's not gonna care. Meanwhile, Eykir gets to climb and find all of his nothing. At this point for Eykir, I do think climbing is a reasonable play because the rest of the items checks that you have on the table are kind of garbo. But,
yeah, this is 6 items. It totally makes sense. We just know, unfortunately, this is not the answer, but...
Yeah, the math says 6 items here, or 3 items in Mire, or 2 items in Hera, or 1 item in Ice.
Or random items sprinkled here.
I'm not sprinkling items anywhere.
I would hope not.
I mean...
I would have questions about your race tomorrow night.
I don't put items on my cookies. You don't know if someone has an item allergy, you know? Like some players are allergic to the ice rod.
That reminds me, tomorrow's chocolate chip cookie day.
Is it? Am I gonna have to go to Crumble and get myself some cookies?
Yes.
It sounds like a terrible idea, actually. That's expensive and not good for your gut.
I mean,
the cookies are damn delicious.
Exactly.
We're going to give Alex all the cookies and the W, as that is a Ganon down. And we just have to cross this 1x3 bridge to see ourselves in the winners column for this game. Give it up for NilssonAlex.
Getting the job done with a 2:11:40.
I see all those GGs in there for our friend NilssonAlex. Eykir may not be having an eye on the race time room, but he might look at it when he gets to Aga2.
Yeah, let's get Alex in here to figure out what's going on. Sometimes you turn right, sometimes you turn left. One time the direction's the right, one time the direction's wrong. And that in the case of Eykir seemed to be the wrong direction.
Eykir's going to find all of nothing up here.
Yes. And then find all the nothing on Uncle. So this drops Eykir to 1 and 3 and improves Alex to 2 and 2. So everyone in that middle pod is going to be like, oh boy, I have the potential of facing Alex this next week.
And you know, this could have gone either way still. If it wasn't a Hera big chest, you still have other things you could be looking at, like the ice big chest. It could have been Hera base.
Oh, yeah.
It could have been the swamp big key for all we know, and that's behind a Thieves Town small we don't know about. It could be on left side Mire.
Right, it's just Eykir's luck ran out on this seed. And that's really what you need to look at it as. It's not that Eykir did any wrong decisions. I mean, people are talking about the 4-key pod and full clearing that. That's, of course, in the decision that Eykir made. It's just the luck ran out for Eykir. Because if that big key is in pod...
then Alex is never getting it. Because Alex, I believe, hasn't even found another key.
Yeah. Eykir wins this race, Alex loses this race. So that's what really flipped this race around. It's just the fact that Alex made it to Hera faster than Eykir did.
And, you know, going to Hera just happened to be the winning play in a host of really just kind of garbage time types of plays, not knowing where Meyer is, it was a reasonable decision. You go to what you know you can get.
Yeah, let's we see Alex is waiting for entry into here. Let's give Alex a chance to talk about this seed as Eykir continues to try to figure out where this thing is. And I think we're going to get to that answer coming up just soon for Eykir. As we welcome in our winner, NilssonAlex. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be honest, I did not think I was gonna win this race. I felt pretty good in the beginning, but the late game with all the big keys just, felt weird.
Yeah, so it really came down to the fact that you got to the Hera big chest faster. Eykir is in the position where if that Desert Big was in the back of pod, they win, you lose. But because the big key turned out to be in Hera big key chest, or rather big chest, and you got to it faster. Here you are, 2-2.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I knew there was like a bunch of small keys laying around, and I assumed that would be pod smalls. But with everything open, I also felt like I'd rather do this, because if I kind of had the mindset like you had, Rick, well, what you said. I mean, if Desert Big is in back of pod, I'm screwed. So I never went back, and because I saw that Eykir wasn't done, so I was like, I had to do something else at that point.
Well, he's not going to be very far behind you from what it looks like, because he is entering Tower of Hera right now.
Yeah, this is going to be to get this resolution taken care of, find the Desert Big. So this was a tale of two different seeds at the very, very beginning. You had the hammer out of the Turtle Rock there on the crystal roller, or on the roller side.
Yeah.
Eykir had the boots out of GT.
Yeah. So when I got Samaria. I got the Fire Rod. I was planning to go to GT, but it just felt like going through TR felt like the better option. And then I got the hammer, so I could just start, clearing dungeons. But when I got the boots so much later, I just felt like stupid because I didn't go to GT first. So it's just like boots or hammer. In this case, I guess hammer was quite nice.
Yeah, we were wondering it for a bit there, Zeruvian and I were, on whether or not your lack of boots for as long as you without them was going to come back to haunt you, but then it became an eeny, meeny, miny, mo as far as this Desert Big came out to be, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, so many big keys in GT made me almost sweep the table over here. I, like, just that big key after that big key. And then when I found GT big key, I was like, okay, well, let's just climb GT. I don't care at this point anymore. Like, I'm so done.
And I think one of the things that actually worked in your favor, there were two of them. The first one was not having enough keys to do the back of pod and rushing Helma for the crystal. That really helps, because Eykir did, he did something and full cleared. We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
But he also located Misery Mire and spent a couple
Mire?
minutes digging that. It's at the top of Fairy Ascension.
Yeah, it's the drop down.
Yeah, I was like, I only had that one left on my map. So I was like, it's either there or it's like, I'd rather do Hera first instead of finding Mire.
Yeah, it turns out finding Mire actually, it cost us a bit of time, and he also ran out of magic, so he couldn't even do left side, and just dodging out of it. Perfectly fine, honestly. But then, unfortunately, he finds the GT big key before going to any of the other bad checks, so he did end up climbing after you finished, or rather, as you were finishing.
Yeah,
and he does have his 7th crystal now.
I said it to my own chat, because I was like, the last week's seed against wall kicks was pretty bad, and now I got this kind of weird seed again. So I was like, maybe next week I'll get a better one, but then again, I mean, there's different ways to route this seed, which is probably way better than how we did it.
What was more stressful, this seed against Eykir or your Mike Tyson Punch-Out world record?
I mean, at least that was more fun.
Oh no!
Let's just
at
say,
least you had people cheering for you instead of cheering for the seed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like that was just 10 times better. Because I mean, I've been at the ESA now for like since pretty much Friday. So I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I knew I had scheduled this match with Eykir, but I was watching a Mega 4 speedrun at the same time at the hotel, and I was like, it was like 1.5 hour left, and then I saw people were like pinging for comms in the Crosskeys Discord, and was like, oh yeah, crap, my race is in like 1.5 hours, so I like had to start rushing home. I was like, oh no.
What would have happened if they didn't ping for that match?
I would have missed the match.
Live from Malmo. Oh. It's Crosskeys. No.
Live from the practice room at Malmo's ESA.
I mean, that would be pretty fun as well. But I mean, it felt like embarrassing because I was like running, like I almost like I had to like wait for the first bus to get home, and I was like, okay, well I have the time to set everything up.
Before you continue on, to get your GGs in chat for Eykir finishing off here after defeating Ganon with the silvers that were in Harmless Hellway of Pod.
Of course, like when I got that pod hint, like the silvers hint, I was like, of course there's a bow in pod. Like, of course, why not?
And we'll see if Eykir wants to join in for this coming up here in just a moment. But I mean, this seed here was kind of interesting with how it wanted you to start moving along with the seed, with that desert small leading to the mushroom, leading to the fire rod.
I mean, and you could pretend. I guess you could go into ice without the hammer to get your mirror, but. I mean, everything just felt so slow in the seed. It was just.
Don't think you're getting your mirror without the hammer since it's an atrium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I don't know. Like it was just so slow, and then when you reach the point where like, I don't know.
If you're able to get that hammer, we'll have to have a conversation with another Malmo, Super Malmo World.
I mean, that
might also
fantastic.
Get the admins involved. Let's not do something that requires that.
What? Zafakil hasn't had enough work today. As we welcome in your opponent, Eykir. GG's.
GG's. Hold on, it's not NilssonAlex. Oh, Desert Big Key got me.
Yeah, same here.
Desert Big Key's going to get a lot of players if they're playing this seed, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. I have questions. I have many questions. And you and I are going to have a nice long team chat if we ever want to play Rando together again.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to tell Alex what you did, Eykir, that's making me shake my head in disbelief?
Oh, probably going around multiple times in pod with 4 keys.
Oh.
That's not the one. It's one of them, but it's not the one.
Dying on Trinex?
No.
Would you like to try again?
I'm out of ideas.
Our restream crew today was handled by Rob G, and Tummel Talk is also helping him out tracking. Tummel tells us that a particular thing has occurred twice so far in this tournament season. Both of them have been performed by the same runner, and that would be a Boomerang Ice Armos.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, that was so long ago, I forgot about it.
Well, I believe we would like to forget about it too.
Yeah,
in week 2, only 2 weeks ago.
We were wondering how long it was going to take for either of you to go back to GT, especially since, Alex, you hadn't done any of GT on right or left side, had at least 2 keys, had all 4 items to do everything, and you're just like, oh, I've got better things to do. Turns out you did, because GT was a giant waste of time for most of it.
Where was Harabik? Was that in GT, right?
Yeah, I don't remember where Harabiki was.
It was in GT, wasn't it?
I think it was. I said most of it. I don't think it was random. It might have been.
I think there was like one big key in Rando Room and one in
there was one in Staphos Room and there was one in Rando Room.
One of them was Meyer, though. Boots were in GT. We're like
that was the best thing that was in GT.
Kind of a non-factor. A little bit.
Lots of small keys.
Well, yeah, it gets you a bunch of pod keys, which in this case actually ended up being poison for you.
Yeah, so Eykir, I only had 2 small keys and went to Helma. And I was like, if there's a Desert Palace big key in the back, I'm dead.
I went around 3 times to get everything, and yep, there was nothing back there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
hope you enjoy the conversation that
silvers.
chat had, both with regards to that, and then also some conversation about Ice Rod Argus.
Yeah, that was not me, at least.
That was me. I
No,
like
not
Ice Rod Argus.
either of you did it, but there started to be a conversation we had found a swamp before you found the hammer.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I had hammers, so.
I felt really late to the hammer, and then
Maybe
the
you were.
mirror right afterward.
I mean, strictly speaking, you were both pretty late to that hammer for how quickly Kane and Fire Rod fell into your hands.
Oh, Fire Rod, I
Yeah.
was late too also because as soon as I got Fire Rod, it's like, well, I can do Turtle Rock. I just need a sword. And I got a second
Which is
sword, and
kind
I
of
went right to
funny.
Turtle Rock and died.
Left side's TR, that side goes to race game for your first sword. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. That was my first sword. I think I got my
Yeah,
second
did
sword
you?
like almost right after.
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
find
'cause
pain when you had gone all the way through to the front of TR to only find out that you could have had a sword if you gone out the left?
I could have. I don't think I had a good way of killing the pokies though. I had no sword to do the bombos with. I had no fire rod at the time. I don't know. I had no hammer,
The
no
only thing I think you
bow.
had at that point was the cane of Burna, rather.
I had the Cane of Burna, but I had no magic with it. I had to go get the full
True.
magic from the after the lava chest. I could have come back, and maybe I should have come back. But I figured go out the front. The front probably leads somewhere cool, and no, it didn't.
Yeah. And Alex had found that front area sooner because he was able to successfully get that spec rock bomb jump.
Yes, because I didn't have boots, I couldn't bonk in there, so just want to point out.
After one of your famous emotes.
Yep.
I mean, this was a great race, and again, seriously, this came down to who was going to get that desert big faster. This race could have gone either way, depending on where the key got put. It just turned out to be it got put in the Hera big chest, which Alex got to faster.
Man, the GT line was a disappointment.
I mean, it was that, going to my
But
only.
yeah, I
real
definitely
location.
enjoyed this race.
Yeah, this was a fun one to watch because for a while you were both in lockstep, and then you finally diverged, and then you swapped places, and then you were in lockstep, and then finally we got wholesale divergence, and it stayed that way for the rest of the seed.
That's
question.
probably
Did you find the thieves' small key?
Nope. I skipped so many small keys so that I don't know where. I assume I know where the pod smalls are, but
I don't know where the pod smalls are. I'm missing 2 smalls for pod and a thief small. And I'm thinking, please don't let the thief small be on the behind Aga Tower to get the desert big out of the thief's big chest, because that would be super dumb.
There was a small key there. I kind of unmarked the lumberjack. Oops. Thank God I didn't need that.
I got boots immediately went and get all the small keys I could, and then same thing with mirror. Just got all the small keys. I'm like, one of these is going to be thieves, so I can go into thieves maybe. But I find thieves big, and nope, none of them were.
I mean, this
Some were
seed
pod
was so
keys.
slow in the beginning. Like in the beginning, it was so slow. Like there was like
Oh,
I feel like there was no progression. Like no progression at all.
We had no weaponry to do anything with. So I pulled Samari. I'm like, hey, maybe a weapon.
Maybe.
That
Waving
first
around
bow
your
was nice.
cane, like.
First bow was funny in Meyer entrance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, silvers were harmless highway.
Yeah, I got that silver synth. I was like, of course there's a bow in pod. Like, why not? Like, that's a natural place for a bow to be.
That's got the eastern skip worked out.
Yep.
Because there was nothing in there. Yeah, that was it. It was, beginning was terrible, and then it just like accelerated in the middle, and that's where I feel I always like do bad is in the middle of these Crosskeys seeds.
I mean, to be fair, Eykir, I was like at the end part, I was just sitting there like, why is he not done? Because I was like, it just felt bad.
I checked when I started climbing GT, and I'm like, well, they're not done yet, so maybe a chance still, and then I didn't look after that, but I was down to the Swamp Hera combo. I skipped the left side of Meyer and the Meyer boss. Ice Big, GT Big. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
I had to
awful
go
options.
PT big because before I climbed because I had no arrows left. So
I skipped left side Meyer because I had no magic. And I got half magic on the bridge. I'm like, I don't really want to go back. I had the
oh,
Eastern Big. I
so
should do that
that's where
first.
half magic was. Okay, thank you, Gabe.
You get half magic, and I'm like, he just got bailed out. He just got smirked. Did I get smirked live in a race by that someone who's not smirk?
Oh, good stuff. I'm gonna have to like watch this race back.
Yeah, same. This sounds
Yeah,
great.
but go
And
enjoy
commentary.
ESA first.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yes.
Trust me, I will. But thank you so much for commentary and for tracking and putting this race on restream. And of course, Eykir, thank you so much for racing and being able to because we were both busy. So I'm very
Yes.
happy you got to play.
Both big conventions and yeah, very little time, but I got it in. GG's, congrats on your win. And yeah, thanks for the commentary, tracking. Got a great commentary crew for this one. So thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. I appreciated this one here, Ruby. I mean, we've been looking to get a race in together, and well, I think we had everything we were hoping for in this race. So I enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this.
I did, and I look forward to having many more opportunities. But you're not going to be able to get rid of me that easily, Rick.
Why is that? Because something calling your race tomorrow night?
We'll be back here in about 24 hours, is what I'm being told.
Yes, I'll be along with Jaxie for the ride for that one. So I think now is the time to thank Tomotech and Rob G for everything they've done for this broadcast and the whole ZSR crew. So, Ruby, any final words?
No, just GG's, and I had a blast. I hope you guys did too, and let's look forward to some more Crosskeys action as the week unfolds.
Yep, and with that, I'll hand it to Rob G to wrap things up here on ZSR.
Thank you. So, yeah, what a nice match. GG's to the runners. And we will see you again here in around 3 hours with another Crosskeys match. And yeah, thanks to my commentators and to my tracker on the other hand. So, see you soon, guys.